Hello everyone, nubkeks here and welcome back to Nub Raids. Black Friday has arrived in Raid Shadow Legends, or has it? Well, let's take a look. We have an absolute slew of packs showing up in the shop today. There's actually there's 6 different packs that you could potentially buy that are all labeled Black Friday. In fact, we've got 2 packs that are called Black Friday pack and 3 triplet pack series packs plus a Cyber Week offer. Which one is the best? How do they compare? That's what I want to do in today's video. Again, look, we're not really going to go into the morality of the whole question or anything like that, but I think, fairly simple and straightforward. I think if you want to spend a little bit of money, that is totally up to you and it's totally fine. But I think it is worthwhile to spend smart, right? And get the most bang for your buck. Why wouldn't you? Why buy a bad pack when you can buy a good pack? I think it's also interesting to know how Raid does things and how much these are actually worth. So let's dive in, shall we? Let's go for it. We've got a Black Friday pack. This one's been around for a while. 12 Ancient Shards, 1,700 Energy, and 500k Silver. That is $20. We have the Cyber Week offer. There's about 4 days left on that. 12 Ancients and 2 Legendary Skill Tomes for about $20. The Black Friday pack. Oh, by the way, I should throw this out, guys, as well. If you go on to, I'm on Plarium Play right now. I actually live in Ireland. And for me, if I buy in Euro, it's actually much more expensive buying from Ireland. But if you go into your Plarium Play and you go to your payment settings, you can change the country that you're buying from. I don't know which one is typically the best value, but I've got like some dollars in my PayPal account, for example. So for me to buy anything, I'm changing it over to dollars. I actually get a much cheaper pack. I guess it's like laws about taxation or something. I'm not really sure, but it costs significantly more if I was to buy in euro as opposed to dollars. So there you go. It's just more expensive. So that's something to be aware of. But yeah, so if your packs are more expensive than these, that might be why. Also, I haven't spent money in ages. So I might actually pick up one of these packs and the Warrior Circle pack here as well. We'll see. But that's why I've got the smallest version of these packs. You might be seeing as well bigger versions that cost more but have more rewards. They probably scale up pretty proportionally, but do bear in mind I have, as far as I'm aware, the smallest possible versions of each of these packs. Anyway, this Black Friday pack is a string pack. So the first step costs $10. The second step, I'm pretty sure this costs $20. The third step is $5. For 10 Ancients, 200k Silver, 150 Gems. The fourth step is $25 for 25 Ancients, 500 Gems. And the fifth step is $5 for these. So, of course, step 3 and 5, these are the bonus offer where they let you see the prices. These are the cheapest and the best value. And then steps 2 and 4 are not going to be as good. They're typically by far the worst ones, the ones that are hidden, and by far the most expensive ones. So do always watch out for that. But we'll break it down. We'll see how much this actually is worth. We have the Triplet Pack Series, $10 for 8 Ancients and some Silver. Triplet Pack Series Step 2, 13 Ancients, a Legendary Tome, and 300k Silver for 15. And then for 20, we've got the final Triplet Pack, which is 15 Shards, 2 Tomes, 1 Rank 5 Chicken, and 400k Silver. So I have them nicely tabulated here. Let's take a little look-see at this. Blindingly White. I know that you love it. I know people hate this, but I like the white. So deal with it. But here we go. You can see I did put in the duration, and immediately you can sort of start assuming, or you would assume, that these longer duration packs are going to be worse as opposed to these ones that are up for shorter. But is that actually true? We'll see. I put in the prices. I got rid of the 0.99. I just rounded it up. I think that's better. We've got the total Ancient Shards, the total Silver, the total Energy, Gems, Legendary Tomes, and Rank 5 Chickens. So a couple of things that we can do straight away to make this a bit more parsable as well. One thing I think that is quite helpful, and you can totally do, is this conversion right here. So I think 1,700 energy, just to make things simple, that's worth about 523 gems. And you can also then work out, if we go into the gem shop, for example, if you converted that into Ancient Shards, 500 gems is worth probably about 6 or so Ancient Shards, to put it in perspective for how much you're going to be getting out of that particular pack, right? A simple enough way to work this out, you just divide the energy by your max energy, which is obviously 130, multiply it by 40, which is the number of gems for a refill, and you get how many that is, right? How many that is. So it's 523 gems worth of refills. So there we go. I think a really helpful way to do this, and actually let me pop this in as well so you can see it. Again, this is the pack string, and if I actually move these over here, the Black Friday pack string, and we'll actually pop that in a little, in a little table so you can see step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are the prices for 65 total, or it just will scale up otherwise based off it. You can kind of work it out. But there we go. What we want to do, I think, to really make sense of this is to put in some sort of typical pricing as well. How much do we think these things are typically worth? I've gone with this. This is actually from Chosen. So big shout out to Chosen. If you want to see, he does have Chosen's raid offer calculator. I actually have a slightly out of date version here from July, but I really recommend, Chosen's calculator is something you can put in the info yourself and see how good the offers are. So we're actually going off of his figures. I think these figures are fairly similar across the board. I've simplified it a bit to make this stuff more clear for you here today. But basically, an ancient shard's worth about $2. 100k silver is worth about 0.3. 100 gems were $2.5, a legendary tome $8, and a rank 5 chicken 5.5. Now this stuff is obviously up for debate. Like $2 per ancient shard's a really bad deal, right? That's not good. They usually be selling them for about $1.5. So a lot of this stuff is up in the air, but at least it lets us compare this stuff like for like. And of course, you might not value a rank 5 chicken if you're late game. You might find it very valuable if you're early game. You've got tons of champions to rank up. It all depends. I think legendary skill tomes are always very valuable. But yeah, this is just a way for us to work it out. So when we apply this across the board, how does it actually come out? Nubkeks, tell us the results. Enough faffing about. How much is this stuff worth? Tell us now. So let's put in the ranking. So the Black Friday pack, this one that's up for 6 days with the 12 ancients, the silver, and a big chunk of energy, so about 500 gems worth. This comes in at a 1.9 ranking overall on Chosen's offer calculator. So it's an okay pack. It's definitely not amazing. It's only okay. $20 for 12 ancient shards. You'd really prefer to see a few more, I think, but it's not the worst. It's not great though. The Cyber Week offer is slightly better, right? That's going to get a 2 ranking. Basically the same amount of ancient shards for the same price, but you're going to get legendary tomes instead. I would certainly value those much more. Legendary tomes are very limited, so I think that this pack, they're similar in terms of value, but I would personally think it's a good bit better. But again, it's still not amazing. It's only okay. Now, when we come to the Black Friday pack, the string pack here in game, this is actually the best of these whole deals, right? This is the one that's only on today. And you could sort of stop at any point. Again, bearing in mind step 3 is the most valuable, and step 5 is actually the most valuable, but step 3 is very good too. You can actually see for the same price, right, you're going to get a bit more silver and a big chunk more gems. But you could buy step 1, 2, 3 and stop, or you could go all the way with 4 and 5 and stop like 1, 2, 3. Again, if we look at our sheet here, if you were going to do just that, again on the cheap version, it's still going to cost you $35, and then it's an extra $30 to pick up steps 4 and 5. It's up to you what you do. If you buy the whole value comes out at 2.6, which is actually a very good deal. It's one of the better deals that they've done. It's not completely insane, blow it out of the water, you must buy this now, but it's actually very, very good by raid standards. I mean, effectively, you look at it like this. For $65, you're going to get 70 ancient shards. That's pretty good. That's less than $1 per shard. And then you're going to get a bunch of gems on top of that. So that is quite nice. So it's a good value pack there. The triplet pack. Let's look at these. So we got our triplet packs. 1, 2, and 3. Which ones are the best? Well, this first one is very cheap, right? It's very cheap. But as you can see, you're not quite getting 1 ancient shard per dollar here. And actually, believe it or not, when you apply the Chosen method to it, it actually comes out as the worst out of all of these packs at a 1.6. This is the worst one. If you pay twice as much, you get much less ancient shards, true, but you get a whole bunch of silver and gems worth. It's up to you. If you only care about the ancient shards, it's not too bad, but there are better options. If we jump up to Triplet Pack 2, this actually gets much better. Again, with a lot of weight coming in on that legendary shard. For $5 extra, basically, you're going to get 5 extra shards, good deal, and a legendary tome. You're getting a lot of value if you do if you're willing to spend 15, it's a lot better. And then if we jump across to the triplet pack 3, this one is actually really good as well. This is 2.6. So again, if we compare it to the one for 8, if you pay an extra 10, if you pay twice the price, you get slightly under twice the shards. You get more than twice the silver, but you get 2 skill tomes and a rank 5 chicken. Now, if you do not value that rank 5 chicken, the price is... it's going to get quite a bit worse, right? So if you take out the rank 5 chicken, this would also be a 2.35 offer, 2.3 roundabout, excluding the chicken, which again is sort of up to you. So it's good. It's very good. And there you go. I think out of all of these, and if we were to, let's see, if we format these, so it gives it a nice conditional formatting. So you can see, let's do a color scale. Yeah, let's do red. Okay, and boom, that should work, right? Yeah, there we go. So you can sort of see the colors and how they sort of measure up to each other. The best two are definitely the triplet pack 3 and the Black Friday pack. The most expensive ones, shockingly. But yeah, I do think the Black Friday pack, 65 is a lot of money. If you're willing to spend it, though, it's a pretty good deal for Black Friday, but like, it's a lot of money. That's a full price AAA game. Do bear that in mind for just 70 ancient shards. In terms of raid spending, it's pretty good, but it is a lot of money. So, again, look, it's up to you. If you get more enjoyment out of this than you do out of like a AAA game or a nice dinner out or something like that, you know what? Go for it. It's up to you, right? But yeah, just make that decision. But it is the best of these packs. So there you go. Again, all this stuff adds up to a lot of money. I think you could totally spend 20 for this pack and be pretty happy. I think that's pretty good. If you're happy spending a good chunk more, you could totally grab the Black Friday pack here. And yeah, then after that, I might consider this triplet pack 2. And at that point, you've spent a lot of money and you should probably stop. But you can sort of go down the list of value if you so desire and continue your purchases as you wish. Of course, as well. The price, I'm not sure if the prices of these packs scale up dynamically as you spend. Maybe they do, or will they just stay the bottom? Obviously, if you spent a lot already, they're going to be higher prices as well. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy this sort of breakdown, looking at it, and what I think are, pretty decent value. So yeah, for me, what am I going to do? I think I might grab the Warrior Circle here and the triplet pack. So that's going to be like $30 for me. I think I might grab that. I don't know, just more legendary skill tomes is always nice as a content creator. That's my decision as a content creator, to be able to like level up more champs and showcase videos and stuff like that. I can use the test server, of course, but it's not quite the same. You're not quite as invested. It's one of those things, and let me actually figure this out really fast. Be right back. Okay, so to put this in context of really good packs, guys, of course, the best value pack in the game is the Daily Gem Pack. $10 for 2,140 gems. Of course, it comes in over the course of a month, right? So it's really spread out, but of course, it's good value, right? This is a pack to get you logging in 30 days in a row, playing the game. It's going to be good value because that's good for Plarium. How does that work out? Well, 2,140 gems for $10. That works out at 5.3. So it's twice as good as any of these packs. It just comes in over time, but you could of course transfer that into ancient shards. It'd be about 22 ancient shards for a tenner, right? If you were to turn those into, if you were to go into the gem shop and you were to buy them, you could get 22 ancient shards plus a little bit left over. Actually, you could buy 22. Yeah, you could buy 25 ancient shards. It's basically 25 ancient shards for a tenner. Is essentially what that pack is. So you can see why it's so good. That is the best pack, the gold standard, just to put that in context. That's probably important for the end. But there you go, guys. Hope that you enjoyed. That is all the info. I will see you all next time. Let me know, are you going to buy any of these? Are you free to play? What are you going to do? And also, what do you think of these packs either way? Do you think this was a good Black Friday? Do you think it was a bad Black Friday? On the whole, I think you look at these rankings, I think it's pretty bad. They're not very good deals. I think that these three in the white here, I think they're okay. Basically, they're fine. But the other ones are pretty poor. You would think that the Black Friday deals would be particularly good. And like these ones are good, but none of them are blowing me away. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.